Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a little guide on how to take these Valvetronic motors out of the N62 and put them back in. So basically what you need to do is there's a little plastic cover usually covering these. So you have to break that plastic out with like a pick or something. And then there's a 4mm Allen bolt underneath there. And to remove them, you turn this clockwise until you feel a little bit of resistance, and then that sets the valves to the minimum valve lift, so the motor won't spring out when you try to unbolt those. Because if you don't do that, it'll probably damage the eccentric shaft, and that's a lot of money. So turn this clockwise until you feel a little bit of resistance, and then you can remove these 4 bolts, and then you can use the Allen key again and turn it counterclockwise to remove it, and that'll just ease it out. And then putting them back in, you turn it clockwise again as you're inserting it, and then you can feel it bottom out, and then you can just put these 4 bolts back in, and then yeah, it should be good to go. After that, you just need to do the relearning procedure in INPA or ISTA, and yeah, I'll show you that now. So to learn the Valvetronic limits, you can use ISTA. I used ISTA. I think there's some other tools that let you do it as well. Maybe INPA or one of those phone apps will let you do it as well, but I use ISTA. So you can open that up and have it connected to your OBD port with the K plus D CAN cable. Turn the key to ACC, don't start it. And then you can go into Operations, New, read out vehicle data, and then complete identification. And then once that finishes, it'll bring up like the fault code screen, the control module screen. And once that's done, you'll get this vehicle management tab. And it's not plugged into my car right now, so I'll just go to a previous one. And then accept. Yeah, you'll see this screen once it finishes the complete identification. So you can come up to vehicle management, and then you can go to service functions, and then once it loads, powertrain, engine control, ME9, adjustment, and then learning Valvetronic limit positions. And then over here you select the ABL, and then you can click display, and then you can read the little doc that comes up. It's not plugged in at the moment, so I can't hit that. But once it comes up, it'll have a little page for you to read, and then you hit continue, and it should quickly adjust the motors. You'll hear them going, and it's really fast. And they'll adjust and hit the limits, and then it'll say a screen like learned limit positions or something like that. So you can close that, and then once that's finished, you can come out of this, and then you can turn the car off and just let it sit for a second. And then I don't know if you have to do this, but on the form I saw people would turn the key to ACC for 30 seconds and leave it there, and then turn it off, and then turn it to ACC again for another 30 seconds, and then turn it off. And I'm not sure if that like clears adaptations or anything like that, but I did that, and then turned the car off again, and then I started it, and yeah, everything was all set. But when you take those Valvetronic motors out, you definitely have to learn these limit positions, because if you don't, I'm sure it might cause damage to that eccentric shaft, and that's not a fun time. Oh, and just one more note, if you get like an error when you're on this, when you go into this ABL and try to start the process, and it gives you like a communication error or something, make sure your mass airflow sensor is plugged in, because mine wasn't when I tried to do it, and it said there was some error with communication, but as soon as I plugged it in, it went through it no problem. So yeah.